What's up world, it's your boy Drew Marcy, and in this video we're going to discuss how many songs should it take to overcome writer's block. Now I feel qualified to discuss this because I've been rapping for over 15 years myself and coaching rappers individually one-on-one for the last 5 years. I've even been able to overcome writer's block and get to writer's itch, and that's a concept we'll discuss in a minute, but writer's itch where I can't stop writing. So this is a video you're gonna want to watch. So without further ado, how many songs should it take to overcome writer's block? I'm your host Drew Marcy, and this is How to Rap. Now, before we give you an actual raw number, let's break down the 3 versions of writer's block that typically embody themselves in your thought process when you're going through this. First, your writer's block tells you, I can't finish or complete a rap song. AKA, I know how to start it, I can get a few bars in or even a verse or a chorus in, but I don't know how to complete it all the way through. Second is, I can't write good full raps or songs for an extended period of time. So you know how to finish a song, but for some amount of time, you're not able to write good stuff. And so some people call that writer's block because they're like, I know how to finish a song, I know how to complete it, but the stuff ain't hot. And last, I can't start writing. I'm struggling in motivation. I'm going through writer's block because I can't seem to begin the process of writing. Now, just so you know, it's gonna be the same number to get you out of this process and get you to writer's itch. It's gonna be the same number, but the exercises that are required are gonna be different depending on your skill and experience level. So the raw number that you're gonna want to get to is between, drumroll, 10 and 15. 10 and 15 raps, 10 and 15 songs, 10 and 15 full realized productions. Now, it's another issue of how many of those are gonna be dope, how many of those you're gonna like, and that's gonna be the concept of the golden ratio, which we're gonna discuss in tomorrow's video. So be sure to subscribe with notifications so you can see that video and many more on subjects just like this. But let's take these issues in reverse. First, I can't start writing. I'm lacking in motivation, Drew. I don't know how to fix it. What's going on here overall is that you're setting your expectations too high. You need to set a smaller goal given your experience level, given your skill level to complete so that you can get out of that I can't start mentality. If you're a beginner, it's usually you're trying to write a full organized realized song like the rappers you see or your friends at school. And so you're not able to start because you're setting the expectation way too high that you're going to be able to write this full rap like the people you see. The most practical suggestion I could give to this is go check out our How to Write a Rap video on YouTube. It's in the video description box below, where we're gonna walk you through step by step how to get through your first full rap with rhymes, organized based on the best rap songs of all time. It's at like 500, 600,000 views at the recording of this. So go check that out to get you starting to write right now. If you're an intermediate, it's not that you can't write a full organized rap. It's that you're trying to write a rap as good as your favorite rapper or as good as the industry people that you think you need to be on that same level. Y'all know how that goes if you're an intermediate rapper. You've written songs before, you've got a few plays, maybe some songs your friends like, but you can't start writing and lacking in motivation because it's not as good as Kendrick, it's not as good as J. Cole, etc. For an advanced rapper, you're trying to write as good as your past raps. You're trying to be on the level of the stuff you wrote before when you were really hot. For intermediate and advanced rappers struggling with that how to restart, how to continue on through that doubt and motivation, I'm going to suggest you check out the 24/7 music group, our coaching class with rappers from around the world, where 24/7 you have access to our private text group. We do weekly coaching calls on all of these issues, and we've designed it in a way that you're going to be interacting with on a daily basis through text rappers who are a little bit farther along in motivation, and just a group of people making a metric ton of music so that it motivates you to restart writing and push and get that competitive spirit back. Issue number 2 is I can't write good full raps or songs for an extended period of time. So again, this is an issue that plagues a lot of intermediate and advanced rappers. I'm not writing the best quality stuff. Once you fix this issue, you're gonna begin to experience writer's itch that I talked about in the beginning. Writer's itch is the concept that you no longer have writer's block. It's that when you start to write, you can't finish it. And what happens is you do things like not eat as well as you should. You can see how skinny I am. Cancel on appointments, don't show up on time to things because you're just writing. Now, while this is a really exciting prospect, I'm sure for somebody who's struggling with writer's block, it has its own set of issues. Now, the most important thing if you feel like you're writing a lot but not writing good stuff is to understand that this comes in cycles. Even the best rappers in the world have entire albums that are disappointing because they're in a bad cycle in their writing process. Even the best rappers in the world have disappointing songs that they worked tirelessly to finish, but because they weren't in the right cycle emotionally, creatively, it didn't work out well. Now, we're gonna cover cycles and how to hit that golden ratio of music that you really enjoy again in our video tomorrow about the golden ratio. So suffice it to say that you need to be aware of cycles. Be sure to be hitting that 10 to 15 a week that we'll discuss in a minute. And if you're really wanting to get in a good cycle quick, check out our music group in the video description box below. And advanced rappers, you're trying to compare yourself to the raps you did before. Now, in this case, to get back to writer's itch, which if you're advanced, you already know the feeling I'm talking about and that I've described, what you're gonna wanna do is sheer force of will to get to your 10 to 15 number for an extended period of time, which rolls into that number that we've been discussing. 10 to 15 raps per week is the number that you wanna go for. Now, I personally would be aware that you may have school or you may have a life, so I would rather just hit the raw number of 10 to 15, but the reason I like that number is because you could do 2 a day to hit 14. You could do 1 a day plus 3 on the weekends to hit 10. It's a good number to base daily averages on, where you can start really well and get your daily average, and then if something happens in the middle of the week, you can adjust and still hit your number, just grinding a little bit harder. As a little preview to our golden ratio video, about 1 of each 3 songs is going to be one that you're really proud of. So the reason to write so much music is because invariably you're not going to be proud or excited about all of them, and so when you think of them in threes, and of course 15 is divisible by 3, you allow a song or two to not be exactly up to snuff for you, but you're still aiming towards your number, and you're not judging yourself as much compared to the other raps you've written in the past as an advanced rap. So 10 to 15 songs per week for roughly 4 weeks is a very good number that I can guarantee personally, having coached rappers from around the world for 5+ years, 15 years rapping myself, just getting off a world tour last year, swag, plug, that by the end of that process, you will be gone with writer's block. You will overcome it. You'll begin to have writer's itch where you just can't stop creating. Now, at the end of these videos, I'll always ask a question for you to throw up in the comments, and I want to ask, which of the 3 versions of writer's block has been the strongest for you? Which of the 3 that we described is the most difficult for you to overcome? So I'll see you in the comments. Again, if you're interested in our 24/7 private coaching group, texting 24/7, be sure to check the first link in the video description box below. And as always, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the comments. It's the big homie Drew. I'm out.